Operations on polynomial functions. Okay, class. So today we're looking at polynomial functions, and that was selecting math concepts. Okay, so these are some facts you are supposed to know about polynomial functions. We say polynomial function is a function that have many terms. A polynomial function is a function that has many terms. We have a monomial function. A monomial function is a subset of a polynomial function which has only one term. So we can have example 3x is a monomial function. You can also have 3x squared y squared. It's a monomial function because it has only one term. Binomial functions, they have two terms. You can have example 4x squared plus 6. It's a binomial function. Or we can have 3xy plus 6x squared. It's also a binomial function because it has two terms. And also you should know that polynomial functions, they have different degrees of exponents. The degrees are all referred to as what? The exponent. For instance, you can have 3x squared plus 2x squared plus 6 plus 4x. This is a polynomial function with different exponents. So here the x exponent 0, x exponent 1. So you can start from an exponent of x from 0 upwards. Are you getting it? And that is binomial function. Okay. Now I want to look at the addition and subtraction of binomial functions. So addition and subtraction of polynomial function. So the addition and subtraction of the polynomials. Now, if you have two functions, say f of x is equal to 2x plus 5x squared plus 8 minus 3x. I have g of x is equal to 4x minus 3x squared plus 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 3. And you are asked to find 1. F of x plus g of x. What do we do? So under addition and subtraction of polynomials, what happens is that you have to group like terms. So you group like terms and find it. And the shortest way to do it is that you can do f of x over here. You group the like terms. That is from the highest to the lowest. So you start with 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 8. And you take your chain of x, which, so do you have any x cubed? So you do it minus 3x cubed, okay, x squared plus 7x squared plus 4x plus 3. Okay, so when you do this, you can easily add your two polynomials. So how do we do it? Now, we add 10 by 10. I get it. So if we do like terms, we add the like terms. So 2 plus minus 3x cubed, that will give you minus x cubed plus 5 plus 7x cubed, that will give you plus 12x squared minus 3 plus 4. So that will give you, so when you group like terms, you only add or subtract the exponents. Okay, so this one will give you plus x, and this one will give you plus 8 plus 3 will give you plus 11. Okay, so the answer for this becomes minus x cubed plus 12x squared plus x plus 11. Okay, so the same way, if you are asked to find f of x minus j of x, that is subtracting polynomials. You can also go by the same idea by taking the highest 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 8 minus j of x from the highest minus 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 4x plus 3. And when you do this, you can make them one by one. So this you can either start from here or you start from here because you only operate on the like things. So now this will give minus that. So minus minus will give you positive, which will give you 5s cubed plus 5 minus 2. 5 minus 7, which will give you minus 2s squared. Negative 3 minus 4. Okay. So negative 3 minus positive 4, which will give you negative 7x. 8 minus 3, which will give you plus 5. So therefore this will give you 5x cubed minus 2x squared minus 7 plus 5. Okay, and that is how we operate on the addition and subtraction of polynomials. Let's take second example and see what we do. We have h of x is equal to 3x squared plus 4s cubed plus 6. And have g of x is equal to 3x4 plus 3x4. So if you find the x of x plus g of x. Okay, so I'm doing the addition. You can try in the book so you do the subtraction. Okay, so I take it h of x. I have to arrange it from the highest to the lowest. What is the highest? 4x cubed plus the next exponent should be x squared. You have x squared, 3x squared. The next should be x. I don't have any x, so I put from x squared I go to x. I don't have any x here, so I put 0x plus you have any constant, which is 6. Okay. Okay, so now what happens is that is h of x, but the two of them, there is a highest value here, which is x exponent 4, and the h of x has no x exponent 4, so you just have to bring it here. At what? 0x exponent 4. So the h of x has no x exponent 4, so you just have to bring it down. Plus your g of x is then x exponent 4 because that's the highest exponent, plus no s cubed, so you get 0s cubed, no s squared, so you get 0x squared, and then x, okay, plus 3x and plus 0. So you arrange it like this and you operate on it. So 6 plus 0 will give you 6. This will give you 3x plus 3x plus this will give you 3x squared plus 4x cubed, and this one will give you 3x exponent 4. So when you're done with this, you are getting 3x exponent 4 plus 4x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 6. And that is what? The addition of polynomials. Okay, so let's look quickly at the multiplication of polynomials. Let's look at the multiplication of polynomials. With multiplication of polynomials, you select one term and you multiply through by expanding the other terms. You select one term and you multiply through by expanding the other terms. So this is what I mean by the multiplication. Let's take, for example, if g of x is equal to 4x squared plus 3x plus 5, and h of x is equal to 6x squared plus 4x plus 2. Then with the multiplication, what do we do? You have to take g of x multiplying h of x. So we will take one term here, multiply by this, we take the other term here, multiply by this, and we take the other term here, multiply by the whole of this. And after we expand it. Okay, so one term goes. Okay, so now what we do here is that we get 4x squared multiplying what? Okay, so let me write the whole term first. 4x squared plus 3x plus 5 multiplying 6x squared plus 4x plus 2. Okay, so if you have this, what you can do now is what? You get your 4x squared multiplying 6x squared plus 4x plus 2 plus your 3x here. Take this thing, multiply by the whole of this. 6x squared plus 4x plus 2 plus lastly your 5 multiply by this 6x squared plus 4x plus 2. Okay, so when you get this, what you then do now is what? You have to expand it. So if you expand this, you get 24x exponent 4 this will give you 16x exponent 3 plus 8x squared. So you get here 18x cubed plus 12x squared plus 6x plus 30x squared 5 4, which is 20x plus 10. Okay. Now after you are done with this, the last step you go through under the multiplication is that you group like things. You group like things. So that'll be the last step you go through under the multiplication here. You have to group like things. Okay, so from group like things, we have only this. This is the only thing here. So we have 24x exponent 4. This is gone. Okay, you have 1 here, this 10 here. Okay, you have only 2, so plus 16s cubed plus 18s cubed. And we have another one here, this here, and this here. So that gives you 8x squared plus 12x squared plus 30x squared. And we get 6 and 20 plus 6x plus 20x plus what? 10. Okay, so if you group like 10, now we can just operate on them. 24x exponent 4 plus 16 plus 18. So that gives you 34 x cubed plus 8, and this will give you 20 plus this, that gives you 50x squared plus 26x plus 10. And this becomes the multiplication of hx and j of x. Okay. Without wasting time, let's look up to the division of polynomials. The division of polynomials. Okay, and that one is a little bit tricky, so I'd like you to pay much attention. The division of polynomials. Okay. Now with the division of polynomials, we know that every polynomial division you have a numerator, which is also known as the dividend. And we have to the denominator, which is also known as the divisor. So with the division of polynomials, we'll be using the idea of the long division method, the idea of the long division method. And you know that you always have a numerator, and the numerator is called a dividend, and you have a denominator, which is also called what? The divisor. And after you are done with every long division method, you get what? A quotient. So when you have a dividend, let's say f of x divided by a divisor, the answer you get will give you what? A quotient. So this one is the dividend, the divisor, and this is what? The quotient. So these are three things you are supposed to take note in polynomial. So anytime you divide, you can also get a remainder. You can also get a remainder. Okay. So now let's take some example using the long division method. So using the long division method. Let's try this. A. You are supposed to divide f of x, which is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 8 by j of x, which is equal to x plus 4. Okay, so this is it. You are supposed to divide x squared plus 2x minus 8 all divided by x plus 4. And we have to use the long division method to do this. Okay. So now using the long division method, this is our divisor and this is our dividend. And the long division method says that the divisor is always out and the dividend will always be under the root. And what you get is your quotient. And when you are done simplifying it, you can get your remainder. So this is what you are supposed to put in your head. So this is the idea of the long division method. Always the divisor is outside trying to divide the dividend, and when you are done, what you get on top here is your quotient, And what remains after you are done dividing is what? Your remainder. Okay. So now what we do is that we get our x plus 4, our divisor, and our dividend will be in it x squared plus 2x minus 8. Okay. So now let's take the procedure little by little. Okay. Now x goes into x squared how many times? X goes into x goes to like x squared divided by x is equal to what? X. Are you getting it? Okay. You multiply this x throughout the divisor by the divisor. So x times x will be what? X squared. X times 4 will be what? Plus 4x. And we subtract. So therefore x minus x squared will give you 0. 2x minus 4x will give you what? Minus 2x. And you add the last digit to it. So this is the procedure of the long division. Now this x can go into this 2x how many times? So minus 2x divided by x, which is what? Minus 2. So you put your minus 2 over here. Now this minus 2 times x will give what? Minus 2x. This minus 2 times 4 will give what? Minus 8. So you subtract this. Minus 2x minus 2x will give what? 0. Minus 8 minus 8 will give what? 0. I get it. So now, what is this? What happens is that the divisor, this is the remainder. So what is our remainder here? Our remainder is what? It's 0. And what is our quotient? Our quotient is what? It's x minus 2. So therefore, when you divide x, I will say that anytime you have the dividend divided by the divisor, it is equal to the quotient plus the remainder. So therefore, x squared plus 2x minus 8 divided by x plus 4 is equal to the quotient, which is x minus 2, plus our remainder 0. But since the remainder is 0, we don't bring it. And this becomes our final answer. Let's take one last example under the long division method. One last example under the long division method. Okay. And then is it x squared plus 2x minus 8 all divided by x plus 3. Okay. So this is it. And how do you go about this? How do you go about this? The divisor x plus 3, the dividend x squared plus 2x minus 8. So watch here very carefully. So you get what? X goes into x squared, that is x. So we have x squared minus divided by x. This goes here, you get x. Okay. The x times x will be what? X squared. X times 3 will be what? Plus 3x. We subtract. This will give you 0. 2x minus 3x will be what? Minus x. You add your negative 8 to it. Now x goes into this minus x. So minus x divided by x is equal to what? Minus 1. So this minus 1. Minus 1 times x will be what? Minus x. Minus 1 times 3 will give what? Minus 3. So you subtract. This will give you 0. Minus 8 minus 3 will give what? Positive 5. Okay. So you realize that now x cannot go into positive 5 because there's no value of what? X over here. There's no x over here. This is the constant. So therefore the remainder you have here is what? Is 5. And what is our quotient? Our quotient is what? X minus 1. So going by the same idea, the dividend divided by the divisor is equal to what? The quotient plus remainder. What do we get? This is the dividend minus 8 divided by x plus 3 is equal to what? Our quotient, which is x minus 1 plus remainder 5. Okay. And this is, so you can decide to forget the remainder, so plus 5. And this brings us to the end of polynomial. You move on to do the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. Thank you.